This Friday will mark 20 years to the day that Nas released his debut album, Illmatic. Dubbed an instant classic, Illmatic has impacted the world of hip-hop for 2 decades, as Nas continues to be a pioneer in the industry today. The album is now being re-released with bonus material under the name Illmatic 20. I'm thrilled now to be joined by the legend himself, Nas. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
So talk to me about this album, man. First of all, I can't believe it's been 20 years since the album came out.
Yeah, me either.
The time moves so fast, right?
Time, well, here and there. Some parts of it, some parts are really slow. But, you know, here we are.
Yeah, man. When you think about how much the album has meant to hip-hop, did you have that expectation going into it?
Yes, I knew that it would be an important album at the time, but I just thought about that time and maybe 5 years from there, not this far.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I want to talk to you about the process of making this album, because first, Halftime comes out before the album even comes out.
Right.
Did you sort of know early on how many songs the album would have, what the content would be? Because it seems like it's a very tightly orchestrated piece.
No, I knew, I just started working on Halftime. That was like the first song in One Time for Your Mind, and immediately the label wanted it for a movie soundtrack. Zebrahead, yeah. So I was like, cool, and it was like, I thought it would be cool because it was like I had extra legs underneath the song to help it get out there. But the movie bombed. It wasn't really, I don't think nobody remembers it, but the song, it played on the mix shows and stuff like that, so it was a cool thing for me.
Now, I've heard you talk on other songs about how you got that album together, how you got studio time, how you got producers to do that. How did you manage to you had Large Professor, you had Premier, you had Q-Tip.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a crew to get for your first album.
Yeah, I was lucky, man. Very, very lucky to get those guys, man. Big fans of all of their music. Every day I'm listening to Gangstar. Every day Tribe Called Quest. Pete Rock and C.O. Smooth was the newest of that trio. And big fans of them, so I was just really lucky. I went after them, and they was willing to do it and help me in a big way.
Were you chasing big at that point in terms of
yes.
the kind of
yes.
That's the most honest answer anybody's ever given.
Yes.
So in retrospect, are you happy with that approach? Or do you wish you'd made a different?
Oh, I'm more than happy with. That's what hip hop is. It's a competitiveness, and once someone goes here, that was the flyest level to me. There was no other competition.
Yeah.
So once B.I.G. was here, you know, he made the playing field change. So this is where hip hop is. Yeah. Period. I'm more than happy.
You know, now for you to bring Hov out on the stage in 2014 isn't a big deal, but I remember being in New York and in Philly the first 2 times y'all came on stage, when he brought you on stage at the Powerhouse in New York and in Philly, and we all went crazy. Everybody went nuts because it was kind of the end of this era in hip hop, this 2001 to 2005 period in hip hop where we didn't know what was going to happen. We just knew great music was coming out, and this one of the best battles in hip hop history was happening. When you think back on the battle, how do you make sense of it?
It was something that had to be at the time, but, you know, great things came out of it, you know. Hip-hop changed after it, and it became all battle. It became what still goes on today. It didn't start with us, battling didn't start with me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, the battle thing became really strong, New York, Philly, where visually, it was everywhere.
Even myself putting out the album, it was for fun, really. I mean, and even putting it out on April Fool's Day, calling it white people party music, all of that stuff is just a big joke in my mind.